Okay guys and girls, welcome to my juggling tutorial. Now, juggling is one of those skills that looks more difficult than it actually is. So I'm going to break it down for you and you guys will see it's not so tricky, and with a little bit of practice you can juggle really fluently, really smoothly. And it's just a fun skill that works your body, your brain, your eyes, works everything. So your challenge, and this challenge isn't just for tiny people, this challenge can be for mums, for dads, for anybody at all. Your challenge is to be able to do 10 juggles. Just 10 juggles without stopping. Just 10, that's the challenge. Send me the video if you can do this challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Challenge complete. Now let's break it down into little steps. Step 1. Step 1 is just to throw and catch one beanbag. Just one beanbag. It needs to travel over your head from one hand and be caught in the other hand. That was it. Do that from both sides many, many times. You'll get used to the weight, you'll get used to the travel, the trajectory, and just repeat it. Can you do that 10, 20, 100 times without dropping it? That is challenge 1. Something else that you can try with one beanbag is just a few tricks, just to get comfortable and confident throwing and catching the beanbag, because you always have more time than what you think you do when you're juggling. So just try a few tricks. Can you throw, clap and catch? Can you clap twice and catch? You'll be surprised at what you can do without dropping the beanbag. 5 claps. Ooh. You could sit down and get back up. As long as your throw is a nice sensible height and it stays in front of you, there's lots and lots of things you can do. A throw and a spin. Whoa, a little bit trickier there. You could throw and try and catch it under your leg. Let's see. Or throw and hit a chair. Oh, let's try that again. Come on, don't give up, Mr. T. There we go. Hey! There we go. If you make a mistake, don't give up, guys. So try some tricks just with one beanbag. It will just help your confidence. A very common mistake that people make when they juggle is they will throw the first ball or beanbag. They'll throw it really beautifully. But then the second beanbag, instead of throwing it as well, they will simply pass it across. So it looks something like this, with a throw and a pass. Throw, pass. Throw, pass. And it's moving in this circular motion. Well, juggling is not actually a circular motion. Juggling is just this arch that goes back and forth over your head. Nothing is passed through your body line. Everything's going over you. So for challenge 2, you need 2 objects and you need some sort of post, something that keeps you honest, something that stops you from passing things through the line. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to throw one over, and just before I catch it, I'll throw the other one over. Nothing gets passed through this line. Everything is going over in this arch here. Okay? So very simply, it's going to be throw, throw. Throw, throw. Throw, throw. Everything's going over this arch. Nothing goes through. Can you do that 10 times? Throw, throw. Throw, throw. that step is one of the most difficult steps. If you can master that, you are well on the way to being a juggler. If you're at this point of the video and you've really followed along, you've been stopping, you've been practicing and practicing. If you're at this point now, you are that close. Where's our camera? That close to being able to juggle, okay? Now, a few things you need to know. With 3 objects, I've got bean bags here, but it can be balls or anything you got around the house. With 3 objects, you've always got to start throwing with the hand that contains the 2 objects, okay? I start with my left hand, just a habit. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever as long as there are 2 things in your hand. Now, as you can see, I've got red, green, and yellow. What's at the top of my hand, that's what I'm gonna throw first, okay? I'm gonna throw that red guy first. He's in the top of my hand. It's gonna go red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, over and over and over again. Okay. So I'll say the colors as I'm going there, guys. About this height, not too high, not too low. If you go low, it's got to be very fast. It's more difficult. If you go super high, you'll be moving around. It's also quite difficult. Above your head is a great height. And remember, don't pick your hands up in the sky because we have gravity. Your beanbags will always come down to you. You don't need to go up to meet them. So, red, yellow, green. Start with the one in the front. Red, yellow, green. 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 This height here, I've got a rhythm. Oh, I dropped it. It can happen. That rhythm, I find, you get the beat of it, you get the movement of it, you stop thinking about what you're doing when you start to move with it. Now, the trickiest part when you're starting, the trickiest part is when you've done that first 3 throws, your brain wants you to stop and to celebrate. So when I've done red, yellow, and then I remember to throw the green, what my brain wants me to do is to catch and to go, yeah, I can juggle. You've got to break through that wall. If you can break that 3-throw barrier, the 3-throw barrier, if you can break through it, it breaks through, makes that connection in your brain, and you'll find then that you can juggle. And it really is a moment where you go, aha, I've got it. But you've just got to keep going more than 3 throws. So, red, yellow, green, and then back to red. Red, yellow, green, keep going. Red, yellow, green, keep going. Red, yellow, green, keep going. Now I've got that rhythm. Now I can rock and roll. Now I can juggle. Yes! Good luck, everybody. I love it, and I think you will too. Put the work in. Practice makes perfect. Soon you'll be a clown like me.